Probably the scene where I had to have sex with Jensen, because he's like completely hideous and hard to look at. So that was hard. I have a really hard life.
Blasphemy!
What was that?
It's God, he can do that.
Oh.
My first scene is kissing a 70-year-old man at the crossroads. And believe it or not, they couldn't find a Canadian man of the age of 70 who would kiss another man. Seriously, they couldn't find a Canadian actor in Vancouver that would be willing to kiss another man. They found one guy, lovely man, L. Harvey Gold. Harvey and I got acquainted. Really didn't help that just before I kissed him the first time I said, "Pucker up, buttercup." He was trying to be really friendly to me, and the trouble was when he got really friendly, the performance sort of went out the window. So Phil was like, you know, just don't talk to him. And so if I didn't talk to him, he got really nervous. So he got really nervous, and he's about 6'2" and about 250 and very sweaty. And then he started fighting me. He started fighting the kiss, which was a lot of fun. And it's my first scene in Supernatural, and I've literally got the entire crew, which is basically a bunch of lumberjacks and hockey players, sitting around giggling for 6 hours, because this man was having terrible trouble with this scene. And so kissing him was kind of like kissing a piece of paper. It did nothing particularly for me. But putting my hand on...
You have a paper fetish.
I do, but putting my hand on the back of his clammy, sweaty head, those little hairs, and he was terrified. Misha was laughing. Right? I'm like grabbing him because he was fighting me. I'm pulling this 250-pound man's head into mine to kiss him. And, oh my God, I called my wife, I was like, oh my God! She's like, now you understand dating. It's a fun scene.
I had sex with Jim Belushi, and he was sweaty and on top of me, and he didn't look like he had a
Was this on camera, or?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
And I was naked. I was very naked. I think I had like a little flesh-colored G-string, but he was on top of me, and we had to be simulating sex under his desk. It was a show called Beggars and Choosers years ago. And
Showtime, I remember that.
It was a great show. God, that was a fun show. And he had body makeup on because it was California. So, and he's not in great shape. So we're trying to simulate action, and he's getting kind of worked up, and he's sweaty, and he's on top of me, and it's sweating down on me. And they keep having to come over and wipe up the tan drops on me. And his package. Now are there little kids in here? I won't go into the full detail. Where? Okay, small enough.
Fingers in your ears, kids.
I won't go into the full details, but the way he was situated, he had nothing on. Because of course they said, Jim, we can see your shorts. He had these shorts with bunnies on them, and they said, you guys want me to take them off? And I'm like, no, they don't want me to take them off. He took them off. They're like, yeah, would you? And he's like, oh, he didn't care. He's married. He wasn't attracted to me. It wasn't a sexual thing. But we're bumping areas, and I've got a very small G-string on, and it was awkward.
He didn't have like a little sock on?
He had nothing on. And I didn't care about that, but literally at one point in time when he's reaching forward for a little, and I'm like, whoa, that was it. Sorry, that's really lewd, but that's what happened. And that's what's
Sorry.
Christopher?
Did you do a naked sex scene with Jim Belushi?
I wish I'd done a naked scene.
Me too, after that.
Okay, let's move on, shall we? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I was wondering, for anybody, you don't all have to answer, just whoever wants to, if there's any scenes that you shot that got deleted and you wish they would be shown.
I've answered enough. You guys answer.
We shot a scene where Cass and Sam had sex, and they...
They didn't put that in, did they?
No.
I worked really hard for that.
Yeah.
How exactly does Cass have sex?
Yeah.
Well, they shot it, and
He's a wild man.
Yeah.
He's a wild man.
A lot of white light.
Yes, a lot of white light.
anyway, it's fun to shoot, but it just didn't happen.
Hello.
Oh, come on, seriously? This will be our last question from the floor. We're almost at time, but they'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. We've got another panel. When are we back here, you guys? Tomorrow? And I think every day.
We've got a supernatural panel every day, yes.
My question for all of you is, we know if you wanted to come back, you could, but if there are any other characters that you may want to come back, aside from the obvious.
Ash.
Episode 407, Stunt Demon number 3. I think you all agree. Pretty amazing performance, and we've all been wondering sort of what happened to him, so.
Gabriel.
Young Mary.
Young Mary, yes.
I like Young Mary.
Yeah, me too.
She's awesome. Yeah, that's all.
Gabriel.
Whatever.
Everybody wants Gabriel?
Oh yeah,
Well, I guess it's not really who we want to come back. It's really about who you
Yeah, who
guys
do you
want.
guys, who do you want to have come back? Just shout it out, all at once. Say it again. Sorry, I can't enunciate. I can't understand you.
Oh, yeah.
Who says I'm not back?
Jeffrey Dean. I don't know if that's going to happen. Not that he doesn't want to, he'd love to, but he's a big star now. He's
Not that he
working.
doesn't want to, but he doesn't want to.
You know what he always said at the very beginning, when he was doing Grey's Anatomy or whatever, he always had in his contract, he always wanted to come back. He always said he wanted to leave an out so that they would always have an option, because he really enjoyed working the show and he liked coming to Vancouver. Who doesn't? He liked working with the boys. So in every contract that when he went on and did other work, he made it sure that they gave him an opportunity to come back, but it didn't work. I don't think, they did bring him back, right? They brought him back for the hologram. Yeah, what are you writing over there?
That's
You're writing the whole time.
It's the work of a lunatic.
Like I'm questioning that.
Well, first of all, let's give them a big thank you for being here. I have one quick question. We have 3 minutes, and this is quick down the aisle, I promise. I'm sorry. It's all right, dude. I'll stop. Hey, if the devil tells me to stop, I'm trying not to go to purgatory. I already worked for the government. Question is, this is a fandom convention. It's sci-fi. So Star Wars or Star Trek?
You can't have one without the other. It's the same thing, same arguments we've been having for years. Listen, this is the most. Hold on, guys. This is the most intelligent audience in history. The genre audience is the most intelligent audience in history. Why on earth are we wasting time pitting ourselves against each other when we are fans of it all? Without Star Trek, without Star Wars, there'd be no Battlestar Galactica. Without any of these things, without that, there'd be no Firefly, there'd be no Supernatural, there'd be no nothing. We all love it. You're the smartest guys we know, and we love every minute of it.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of diplomacy
Shut
gets
up.
us nowhere? What you really want is a good cage fight. And if everybody gets along
Then, all right,
and
so the
agrees.
argument should be Stargate Atlantis or Stargate Universe. I mean,
Yes, but that presumes that you've ever seen either one.
wow.
Single-handedly alienating the entire audience.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, no, I was just leaning forward, but I would think that maybe not one against the other, but in a fight, who would take the other one? I think
that's
that would
easy.
that's a more fair question,
They're all
right?
pretty old, though, aren't they?
More fun. Well, who? Let's
Star Trek and Star Wars, it'd be a hell of
Yeah,
a
but if you
fight.
took them at their height.
Night of the Living Dead.
Which one? Which one was it that had the Fraggles in it?
The Fraggles? I'm going to answer the question. If you had to take them at their best, I would say in a fight, Star Wars would take Star Trek. Really? Not a shot at the characters or anything. I just think
Sulu's pretty cool.
up against each other.
Princess Leia?
Leia?
Pretty badass.
Spinning.
She's here, by the way, eh? She's here. She is? Leia's here.
Carrie Fisher is here, yes.
Carrie Fisher.
She's right there.
I'm gonna bring them
Stand
all
up.
down closer.
Carrie Fisher, wherever you are.
Fisher is here.
Carrie Fisher.
Oh, sorry, I was geeking out.
That's right.
All right. Well, guys, they will be back. We thank you for being here, and we